Okay, I'm going to take the moment to basically say, make sure you guys tune in to the very end of this video, because it's a skit that I want you guys to see that I put together, mimicking our talent competition that we're going to be having for the station. So it's something I put together myself. I wrote it, everything else, and I recorded it myself. So I want you guys to just check it out. Have a little laugh at the end. You know, pass this video around. I'm here to entertain y'all, and that's what I'm going to do. So, you know, I had it on a separate video, but I want to make sure that everybody that gets this video sees this. So enjoy the show, enjoy my show, and thank you for always supporting us, supporting me, Jazzy J, and what we're trying to do here at the radio station. All right. Yes, it's 8 o'clock. You are here with the one and only Jazzy J. It's the connection, and I'm back again. I got a whole bunch of hot topics. I know y'all seen that Super Bowl, y'all, and I don't know what was crazier, the halftime performance or the actual game, okay? Because it was crazy. They had lights going out after Beyonce performance, and I'm sure the reason why the lights blew out is because all the lights that she used at her show. We got a whole bunch of stuff going down the list. It's Black History Month. Gonna give y'all a little bit of Black History facts. Talking about Keyshia audition Michelle from Destiny's Child, where she does not have a place. But we'll get into that later. Also, I'm going to be talking about the rapping and singing contest and those who are trying to enter and be part of the Connection talent contest. We're looking for people that can sing and rap, like I said before, and more. You know, there's more information will come after we get people entered and things of that nature. So make sure you get your things in order. We're going to be starting Hot Topics in about 15. So I'm going to be playing some music for you guys. And just say, you know, it's Black History Month. So what I'm going to be doing is going down a few Black History facts throughout the show. Like, you know, random facts. You know, things that you don't know about Black history. And also, happy birthday to Rosa Parks. Today is Rosa Parks' birthday. You know, for most people that do know Black history, know that she was the woman that got arrested for not going to the back of the bus and standing up for her rights. So, happy birthday to Miss Rosa Parks. I'm going to be playing some music for you guys, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy. You are here on The Connection with Jazzy J. That was Mint Condition Breaking My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes. I know it's a little old school, but you know I'm a little old school myself. Ain't nothing wrong with that. A little bit of R&B for y'all to tune into. Okay, so I'm here. I'm writing solo today a little bit. Co-host is running a little bit behind, so hopefully he'll be here soon. But I'm going to be talking about the first hot topic off the list. Go through something I could probably discuss with myself to you guys, the listeners. Okay, so I think it was last week Monday. Remember I told you about Frank Ocean and Chris Brown getting into a fist fight outside a studio over in Los Angeles over a parking spot. Okay, so I don't know if you guys heard about it, but basically what happened was Chris Brown was fighting with Frank Ocean over a parking spot allegedly, and Chris Brown attacked Frank Ocean, punching him out and all this other stuff. So as the story continued, they were saying that Frank Ocean was about to press charges against Chris Brown. And Chris Brown, you know, he already is on probation and things of that nature for the incident with Rihanna and some other incidents that he has. He has a lot of anger issues. He was about to press charges against him. Well, now the stories has completely changed where Frank Ocean decided not to press charges. And a few days earlier, he said that he wasn't going to press charges against Chris Brown and all this other stuff. Just made up some nonsense. Well, you know, over here on The Connection, we do dig deep, okay? So, I found out some news, okay? So, Frank Ocean anonymously apologized, you know, out of nowhere, talking about you know, I don't want to press charges against Chris, he's a good guy, all this other stuff. Well, according to sources, okay, they're saying that the real reason Frank Ocean decided not to press charges, allegedly, against Chris Brown was because he was paid off by Chris Brown's legal team $2 million. So Chris would not have to go back to court and face penalty for his probation. I know that's type of gossip, it's type crazy, you know what I'm saying? But that's what's going on. According to sources, I will read you out of the source that I actually got it from, and I quote, "We just received some very interesting tips. According to a person closely affiliated with Frank Ocean Frank and Chris legal team has been furiously working towards a legal settlement which would stop Frank from bringing criminal charges against Chris Brown. The amount that was being offered to silence Frank Ocean, $2 million, y'all. Well, yesterday, the deal must have been completed because out of nowhere, Frank Ocean said he is not pressing charges against Chris Brown. He will not be suing him for brutally attacking him. So, he had to pay the lawyer's bills and double, and basically it's more of a hush-hush situation. Now, I want to take time for you guys to think about that whole situation, and I'm going to give you my own opinion about it. Chris Brown, I'm just going to say this. Chris Brown really needs to get his act together, okay? I mean, the past years, ever since the Rihanna incident where he, allegedly attacked her in the car and things of that nature, ever since 2009, Chris has been in so many altercations with so many different artists in the music industry, fighting people, arguing people, getting in fights with Drake, throwing bottles and stuff across the club. I'm going to need Chris to get his act together. I feel like he's taking this whole situation as a joke, and Chris is not funny. Come on now. And now you got to pay off people to keep you hushed. Like, he shouldn't be able to do something like that. He needs to be going back to anger management and getting his act together. That's how I feel. But, it's Chris Brown, so everyone's brushing it off like there's nothing. But that's my personal opinion. Frank Ocean, I mean, maybe he didn't want to press charges, maybe he did, but for you to offer hush money, that shows like you're not working towards being a better person. You're using your money to compensate for what you're lacking. And I think that's something that maybe, Chris Brown needs to go to anger management, like I said, and actually do what it says in his probation instead of be fighting random R&B players, random R&B singers and things of that nature. Because people that he be fighting, it's just like, how do you get in a fight with people like this? Like Chris Brown and Drake getting in a fight. Frank Ocean and Drake getting in a fight. Like, come on now. Okay, so let's see. What else is going on, y'all? I had grabbed some highlights because I had grabbed a bunch of different headlines for you guys because I know for a fact that, our co-host is running a little bit behind. So, I dig deep and try to find some more interesting news, and I don't want to just talk about entertainment news. I want to talk about world issues as well. So, basically what I was doing was I was researching, and it was I found out about a girl that was from Pakistan. It was a Pakistan schoolgirl who was recently shot in October in the head and the back of the neck by the Taliban assassin from her home for deciding to go to homeschool and things of that nature, and trying to give rights to girls that's in Pakistan. Now the girl was shot not only in the neck but in the head as well. Okay, she was rushed to the hospital and she was in a coma for a very long time, but she finally, through prayer and everything else, she came out of the coma and she made a video basically talking about her experience and basically saying that she's going to continue to fight for women's rights. It's crazy that in 2013 we still have people being shot and killed over women's rights. It's just unfortunate, and I'm glad to see that the girl is actually doing fine. She was speaking clearly. You couldn't really tell that anything tragic or like that happened to her because she was shot in the neck and the head, so you would think that would have been the end of her, but she was standing strong. And it's unfortunate that things like this still happen in the world today, but women's rights is something that is always an issue around the world, and most women in America, we have the right to do whatever we want to, but unfortunately in other places such as Pakistan and other countries, continents, women don't have that right, so they have to fight for that right to get where they're trying to go, and they're behind, with civil rights and things of that nature. So I'm just happy to see that the girl made it out safely, and hopefully the people who were responsible for this is brought to justice. The people that's involved in this whole situation that's involved in the Taliban is brought to justice. So what else I'm going to do is go on a quick break, right? And I'm going to come back and I'm going to give you some Black History facts. And then we're going to get into this good old discussion about the Super Bowl. And I know y'all can't wait for that because we got a whole bunch of drama going on, okay? The Ravens won. We had a blackout. Beyonce slayed. When I say slayed, she slayed, okay? Destiny Child made a comeback, and Keyshia Cole is talking smack, okay? And ain't nobody got time for that. So I'll be right back, y'all. What y'all like about that? What y'all know about that? Okay, that's Soldier right there. Alright, so I'm gonna just get into it. Look like I won't be having much of a panel today, but I'm gonna be talking about all these hot topics real quick. Let's get into this real quick. Alright, now you know the number one thing on my list today is the Super Bowl. The Ravens against the 49ers. Ravens is winning. You know, I really don't watch football. I was only watching football waiting to see the halftime performance. That's all I ever do is wait for the halftime performance. I'm not the person that tailgate after, you know, at the very end of the season and be like, oh yeah, I picked that team, and knowing dang well I haven't been watching no football the entire season. So I'm not even gonna front with y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, that was the best team all the time, because I don't know anything about football. You know, I never liked the football. I've always been a basketball person. So, you know. But I will get into this, you know what I mean. The halftime show with Beyonce. That performance was hands down amazing. Like, she took the performance to a whole new level. Like, Beyonce, like, is like, I feel like she is truly, and I'm gonna say this carefully and precisely. She is the greatest living performer of the past 10 years. In our generation, in our era. And the reason why I say that is because she slayed the entire stage from beginning to end. And she didn't even use a backing track. Now, I know a lot of y'all was trying to, you know, a lot of the media was trying to ride her because she was lip syncing at the President's Barack Obama inauguration. But I just want to say, for somebody to be able to sing live and remain on key the entire time, and just remember the part where I say remain on key the entire time, because we're going to get into people on key, okay? For her to be able to sing on stage, dance like that, to put all her energy into a stage performance, had the light fixtures that she had to be on point the entire time, have a perfect band basically, had the perfect background singers, it was just blatantly amazing. You know, I just was like, wow, you know what I mean? I mean, we done seen Beyonce before, but, you know, since we're in an industry where people are lacking on stage, where people are half talented, where people are, you know, singing the backing track, I mean, she could do that, you know, because when you have a talent, you can sing to a backing track every once in a while. And for her to be on stage live, and to be singing, and to be dancing, and to have all of this stuff going on, it was pure genius. It was amazing. You could tell that she spent 16 hours rehearsing. According to them, they would spend 16 hours a day preparing for the Super Bowl all the way up until the actual day of the Super Bowl. And it was so good that the lights just completely went out at the end. But the most shocking thing was Destiny's Child reunion, okay? Because I was so into it. Like, you know, she was doing all the older songs and stuff, like, you know, Crazy in Love, and with the Baby Boy, that song she did with Sean Paul, and then next thing you know, you just see her do, and I'm sitting there like, wait, I know they not about to do it, they about to do it, and then all of a sudden, she pops out the toaster, and all of a sudden you see Kelly, can you handle this, Michelle, and I'm like, oh my god, like me and my friends were watching this, and we were like, oh my god, it's about to go down, and they slayed, and they slayed for life. I was just like, okay. Okay, y'all don't know nothing about this right here, okay? That was the best halftime performance that I've seen in the past 10 years. And I have to admit that because everybody else's performance were plain and mediocre. But the stage was her face, y'all. How do you get the stage to be your face is beyond me. But I don't know, and I mean, I can figure out why the electricity blew out after that performance. Because she used the entire stadium energy, and she probably used some more energy just to get it all. I don't even think, they probably forgot to pay the bill. That's how many lights they was setting up to get done, okay? They ain't paid the bill on time, okay? They was either, let's pay Beyonce or pay the bill. They decided to pay Beyonce and not pay their light bill. They used a little bit of energy they had left for her halftime performance, okay? And Beyonce and Kelly and Michelle, to see them on stage after, like, it's been like, what, 7, 8 years, the last time they had an album out, that was, you know, it was spectacular. It was really, really spectacular. I hope that they actually do come out with an album, you know. It was nice to see all three of them together, and, you know, they all have separate projects. Michelle, you know, she's on Broadway, she does gospel music. Kelly is a pop star in her own right, and really got her career and stuff in order, and Beyonce is Beyonce, you know. And also, not only was that, they revealed a commercial of her going on tour for her new tour, the Miss Carter's tour, or whatever, world tour. And the commercial on that is sick. She's like dressed like Marie Antoinette and all this other stuff. So there's a whole bunch of fierceness going on. So I'm going to go take a break. And then we're going to go into the haters. Okay? The people that do not want to, rock with Destiny's Child and hating on, Kelly and Michelle and things of that nature. So we're going to get into that after the break, and we'll be right back, y'all. We're back, and guess who's in the house?
Was it?
Yeah, Q made it, y'all. Okay. Luckily, I got a co-host today. And I'm very, very happy about that, because I was like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go through a Black History fact, because it's February, which is Black History Month. So I just thought it would be important for me to just read off different type of Black History facts. I found one career as an actress and singer. Pearl Bailey earned a bachelor's in theology. That's how you pronounce that. Theology. I'm having trouble pronouncing the name, y'all. And let's see what else we got on here. I think is there any more facts? It's a whole bunch of facts. Okay. Here goes something. Rap artist Chuck D has a bachelor's degree in graphic design. I didn't know that.
That's a lot of people that have degrees that nobody knows about.
I didn't know that. I mean, he seemed like he was educated. I didn't know he had a
You can't hear it in their music because they rap about ignorant stuff. But
I heard 2 Chainz went to college.
Really smart, yeah. Most of them are really smart. Most of them. I'm not saying all.
No, not all of them. You don't want to say that. So, alright. So off of that note, we're going to get into this whole situation regarding our fans and stuff. Okay, so we had our contest that's going on. We have the singing and rapping contest. And what I basically is trying to do is get people that's talented and unknown a chance to have a showcase here on the show. Here on the show with us, I told them to send, viral videos and stuff. I want it to be like, viral type of YouTube situation where you send your videos and stuff like that to the page or whatever. And then we're going to review them. Now, for details on the whole contest, you guys got this entire month to send me a video of you guys singing, rapping, or whatever. Make sure when you send it, my email and everything else is in the video. It's on my page. It has all that information on there. When you send me, make sure you have your name and stuff like that, and say the Connection Talent Contest with your name also. I need your name and your age. I'm trying to put an age requirement on it now. You need to be 18 or older to enter. Okay, so I want it to be 18 and older because I don't want, I want to make sure that we can actually get you here for the day that you win or whatever for the show. So if you know anybody, this is for listeners, I know that it's hard to come by good singers, but if you know anybody that know how to sing, rap, that's actually talented, that has nowhere else to go, like I said before, they can come here and just send us the music. I want you guys to vote. And when I mean vote, I mean I'm going to try to get a whole voting panel up and get the top 3 people. I wanted to do section by section, but depending on how many people enter, we might just make it just the top 3 and then we vote and then the winner is that. But what I wanted to do was have 2 winners, 1 rapper and 1 singer, to have it versatile and have both of them on be the same week on that Monday and then another one on Wednesday. So we can get them both radio play throughout the week. So if you know how to sing, you know how to rap and whatever, and you need a platform like I said before, come on down here. We already have 1 person enter. We'll be doing that later on, giving shout outs, because that's how we end the show. I'm going to take a quick break and then we're going to get into this whole Keyshia Cole Dish and Michelle issue. This is crazy. It's crazy, y'all. I'm going to play 1 song and take a quick break. We'll be right back. The SWV. Okay, so basically what we're going to do, I had to do the little Black History splat and all that other stuff, but we about to really get into this. Like I said before, Destiny Child performed the Super Bowl. And people were very happy about this reunion because this is the first time they was on stage in 8 years. They released a track called Nuclear, and that's the first single they released in almost 8 years. It's been 6 to 8 years, somewhere around here. Okay? And the first thing I see, right after their performance, I go to Twitter and I see Keyshia Cole's ranting off talking about Michelle.
Is that right?
Yes, she really just ranted off about Michelle not being able to sing.
Her mic actually did sound a lot lower than everybody else's.
But she tried it. Hold on, yeah, because I also the thing I noticed was their mic problem. Now I don't know who was doing the technical stuff, if it was done on purpose or what. Because I could tell that they were struggling. They're like, "Can you keep up?"
And they couldn't,
yeah, I'm like,
and they couldn't stop. like to save my mic is it's something wrong.
But she wasn't even coming at the mic. She was coming at just Michelle.
Her ability to sing.
Her ability to sing. And the thing is, like, a lot of people y'all notice, like, in Destiny's Child, it seemed like everybody just so focused on Beyonce, even when the group is together, that they give shade to everybody else. Like, they give shade to Kelly, they give shade to Michelle.
But you saw how it happened, though. Like, after they performed, like, Destiny's Child songs. You saw how she just said...
Yeah, she said, push it to the side and start twerking, right? But
she didn't even really... She just said, give it up for you.
But I mean, at least she even... I feel like at least Beyonce even was kind enough, you know, to let them be on the stage. Because she could have been selfish, you know. She could have just said... It wouldn't have been selfish because she doesn't have a long career. But at least she brought them on the stage to perform. You know what I'm saying?
Well, at least she... Yeah. No, I could have been telling everybody that they was getting back together. That the group was that the band was getting back together, and they was going to have this big a celebration, I guess. Yeah, because they had a little album out, but it's a compilation album, and it's only like, you know, love songs from their other albums that they had, and then they had a new single called Nuclear. But not for real.
Yeah. But it's a nice song, but it wasn't SuperBowl worthy because you know, they wanted to get them up, so they did the hits or whatever. Mm-hmm. So let me just read this quote from Keyshia Coles. She says, "I think I was frightened to blink for a second. Then Michelle," and she misspelled Michelle. Hold on, this is closer real quick. She spelled it without the E at the end. She said Michell. Now that's not how you spell Michelle. Now, okay, now first of all, if you want to come at somebody, do correct spelling, please. Okay, do your spell check. All right. Sung and woke my blank ASS. Okay. Explicit. Up from my days. She always effing up the groove.
Explicit, the group.
Now, usually I really don't do this. But Keyshia, I'm going to need you to have a seat. And the reason why I'm going to need you to have a seat is because it's several reasons I'm going to need you to have a seat. Now, you could say that Michelle is irrelevant, but do I see you on the SuperBowl twerking next to Beyonce? No.
You didn't read her.
Oh, the response.
Yeah, her response.
Michelle tried it, but here go. Hold on, let's get into this response real quick before I really get into this. Okay, so Michelle says, "I'm Destiny's Child." Hold on, let me do it in her voice. "I'm Destiny's Child, and you Frank's child. You do the math." Okay. Okay, so then, you know, it goes into this huge old Twitter rant, and everybody done went crazy, you know. Everybody coming in for Miss Keyshia Coles. Now, Keyshia, you know, she's like, she still continued on her Twitter page. Now, there's some more stuff that she said as well, talking about something. She responds talking about something, yeah, okay, y'all might be saying something to me, but your girl's still whack. Okay, she whack, but yet she's still dancing next to Beyonce on the SuperBowl. Somewhere that I don't think you'll ever be. She got Grammys. She done been on the charts with #1 hits. She performing in the #1 Broadway play, Vila. Like, get your life. Come on, Keyshia. And instead of hating on her, you need to actually be counseled by her and figure out how a nobody could become somebody. Because she got receipts. Okay? That's all I really, you know. I just wanted to say that.
Ravens won the SuperBowl.
Oh, yeah, the Ravens won the SuperBowl.
They did win. They won.
What was the score?
It was 34 to something.
Yeah, the 49ers got smacked. I was first quarter and the game was over. I could have sworn it was like 20. It was like 24.
But you know what? I was zoning. I wasn't even watching the game. I was zoning.
I seen the first half. I seen the halftime performance, and then I had homework to do, so I just said forget.
I had stuff to do. You're still in school.
Anybody bet? Because I do bet all the time.
Don't gamble on the games. It's gonna help. Because if you don't give somebody their money.
Yeah, I'm not into gambling. I really don't be into gambling and stuff like that. But yeah, so hopefully Destiny's Child do come back together. You know what I mean? Like Keyshia Coles, just don't do that no more. Okay. What else is going on? Like I said before, it was Black History Month. We have a lot of different fan things that was going on today. This is for the fans and stuff like that. Recently, I had somebody inbox me and said that they seen me out and about, but they didn't want to say anything.
Who?
It's a dude named Eric. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, don't be afraid to say hi. I mean, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to say hi back to you. So, I'm glad that y'all listening and tuning in, because I'm really shocked that people are actually listening. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, when I started this and we started this together, I just was like, okay, you know, this is a small little platform and we could, you know, come on every once in a while and maybe somebody will listen. But to know that people actually enjoy it, you know, it feels good. You know, I'm not going to lie. And I mean, the reason why I do this is to have like some type of voice or get some type of news to people at our age level, you know, because, you know, a lot of people around our age don't be knowing half the stuff that be going on. Then we tell them, we talk about it, and people be like, oh, I didn't even know that was going on.
And that might help you in class if your professor says, what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
That might get you out of doing some type of
essay. Yeah, it could.
You don't know what's going on.
It'd be your class assignment.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that be going on in the world, and it's weird because it seems like a lot of people around our age, you know, don't really watch the news. And me, I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch the news. I just read a lot, you know.
The news, I don't really watch the news because they like to put a lot of. When I watch the news, I don't want to watch the news and hear a bunch of bad news.
Yeah,
that's what story. The old expression, if it bleeds, it leads, and they just. I don't want my day to be messed up from a bunch of people that just died that day, or some like something happened, some tragedy.
Yeah,
I don't watch the news.
The news is depressing, honestly. Like, but I guess maybe our thing, you know, take the depression out of stuff. Like, cause we more like, you know, laxadays, and we tell people what's going on without all the depressing extra stuff. Cause it's just like, if I watch the news, I'd be like, this person just got killed. This person just got shot. This person just got robbed. This person, they don't never have like nothing to make you want to be uplifted, you know? And I feel like that's something that people be missing out of the news. Any type of news or radio broadcasting, for talking in that matter, is that a lot of times people stick on the negative and they don't talk about the positive, or they don't talk about different versatile stuff for people to tune into, you know? So I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be back, and I'm going to give you some more information about the contest. Make sure you guys tune in, and also I'm going to give you guys a list of information on our new guest that's going to be coming through on Monday, so you guys can listen to his music and get your ears a little tweaked or whatever, so you'll know what's going to be coming next week. So we'll be right back. Yep, you're here live on The Connection. Q will be out the building at 9:30, y'all. He has things to do, you know. He has things to do. So
I got cats to save by the trees.
Yeah, he got things to do. He's Superman.
I am a firefighter.
He is. But he's not, but he is. Okay. So, what else is going on in the news? Just talking about what's going on next week. Okay, so next week, you know, I'm going to be having interviews and things like that going back on in that nature. Because, you know, this week is just, like, so boring. And also, I have an announcement. We will not be on Wednesday. So, if you go on Hawk Radio and you hear a man saying, and the ball went left, and he shot and went right, and the ball went in the hoop, and...
That's because they just gypped us out of the show.
Yeah. It's because we got gypped.
We got stamped.
We got stabbed, we got scrapped, we got thrown to the side. Because there's a basketball game going on here for the girls and the boys, and they're going to be broadcasting live on Hawk Radio during our hours.
Yeah, so if you want to know how our basketball team is, you just listen to that.
And you can see how they doing. Yeah. But right now,
listen to that.
We ain't doing too well, y'all. So y'all going to miss us. I'm going to make this video and put it on YouTube. You can watch it on repeat.
No, just a message to the athletes. Every time y'all lose, I don't want y'all to come back with a long face, okay? I want you, when you go into the game, I want you to be prepared. I want you to be psyched, and don't go in there with a negative attitude, because that's also bringing y'all down.
And ball hogging too, okay? Because I done seen that game. You can't let one person shoot everything and expect y'all to win.
I need y'all to work as one unit, as a team.
Pass, shoot.
Be positive, please.
Yeah. Not pass, drive, ball hog, then shoot, then miss. Then go out of bounds. Then
walk out.
Then walk out.
Then quit in the middle of the game.
Then quit.
In the second
and also, you know, I wish that they would give other people on the bench a chance. Like, I be sitting there watching the entire game, and they had the same 5 people in there the entire time. Then they had a 1-6 man. There's 15 people on the team.
They're like, please,
Can I please
Coach,
get it?
can I please get it?
Then they get that one player. They put him in for the last 30 seconds of the game. They excited. They trying to hurry up and throw the ball in before it's over. And not today.
I even contribute to that.
No, it's not your game today.
But seriously,
it's okay.
Go in there and play the game.
Yeah, please win. Like I really want. Like I don't know what the girls' team record is. I don't know, but you know, in years prior, the record hasn't been too good. And I really want them to really like to do good.
Both teams, either male and female teams. I want everybody to do well.
Yeah, I just want y'all to work as one unit, and even the coaches, like I don't know, like try to get more people in the game and things of that nature, and try to switch it up sometimes, because maybe y'all got the wrong combination of people on the court, or what it is. Just let people get, a chance.
My Hawks to fly.
Yeah. Let them be able to fly, y'all.
Grounded like penguins in this one.
Yeah, they just wobbling back and forth across the court.
I know.
They just wobbling. They don't even care. They ain't flying like hawks. They wobbling, Y'all gonna get our show canceled. We just in our own basketball team, y'all. We can't do stuff like that.
Me. If I'm on your show, I'm gonna say some stuff.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be harsh.
It is the truth, though. We speak the truth around here. That's the truth.
Especially me.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you.
But you might hear me coming a couple of times, but don't be checking for our show, because we ain't having one on Wednesday. And hopefully, because we are missing the show, Hot Topics on Monday will be spectacular, because I'll just be gathering material the entire week, y'all. Just doing nothing. I don't know what I'm going to do with my time. I'm going to edit a video, and I'm going to post it on YouTube, and I'm going to share it, and then y'all can share it, and then it's going to be nice. Okay. What else was that? Oh, something else with the fans. Alright, so I'm going to start a new segment. You know, at the end of the show, I do fan shout-outs. Now, what I want to do before we do fan shout-outs is do a fan mail thing. Fan mail. So I want people to send us fan mail and tell us, like, different things that you got going on, like questions that you have for us or advice that you need for yourself. Like, predicaments and stuff like that you don't know where you can get real advice from. Because we real around here, and we won't judge. We won't tell your name.
Nope.
We won't say nothing. The only person who's going to know is you.
Yep. And
honestly, I mean, you will remain anonymous. So if you got drama going on with friends, I don't know, relationship drama, I don't know, just asking questions about how we got where we were trying to go and what we doing with ourselves. So like that, just little questions like that. We're willing to answer some questions because we want y'all as viewers to be involved. And I know people keep saying we need to get a phone line up in this bad boy. I swear, y'all, I'm trying, okay? Like, we take it one step at a time. Like, we fought for a bigger room, we got a bigger room, okay? So now we're going to try to see if we can get this phone operation thing going on. Cause I know everybody's looking for phones so y'all can call in. Everybody thought, I wish it was a phone to call in. And we got people that's writing for us right now saying they trying to spread the word of the show. And there's people that have things they want to say, but they can't call and say them. Now, I'm not going to be giving out my personal cell phone number, right? People ain't just about to be calling me just because. Like, is your show going? How you doing?
I got minutes.
How you doing? No, I ain't got that to do, okay? Now, it ain't free till after. Y'all gonna be burning out my minutes. I'm sitting there getting random phone calls from random people. We can't do that now. Now, Q, you won't put out your number? No, he's showing up not. So we gonna have to get a phone up in this bad boy. Right. We sure is. But until then, y'all can go ahead and find us on Facebook. You can go on Hawk Radio's Facebook page. You can go on my Facebook page.
You can download the app, put it on your cell phone.
Sure could. The Live 365 app. Mm-hmm. Yep. And you can do what you need to do.
I know it's on the Android, man, because I have it. Is it on the iPhone?
It's on everything. iPhone, Android, any type of smartphone, you can get the app on. So, there's no excuse why you cannot be tuned in. You got a laptop, tune in. You got a cell phone, tune in. I mean, unless you got an old flip phone.
You got a magical wizard, you can make things happen.
The shade.
I
just threw shade. Yes, I did, Tyler. I'm sorry, Tyler. I ain't want to throw you shade like that. But hey, a phone's a phone at the end of the day. But he can't tune in.
As long as it works.
It works. It's good. He good for him.
You gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start somewhere. I know that's right. That phone is still working.
Plus, it's actually better because they don't break as easy. You can drop them phones like a million times and they won't break.
Yeah, definitely. Because this phone right here, on this phone. This phone done live the life, okay?
My phone?
All right, look at this terrible. This joint done live the life, and it's all cracked and crinkled. Get a close up of his phone.
You drop this phone,
because
it's done.
It's over, y'all. It's the end of the road, okay?
It's done.
Anybody got time for that?
Sweet Brown.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Sweet Brown got time for them interviews. She getting paid.
Now, I want to do Ain't Nobody Got Time for That segment, too.
No.
Why can't we do it? Ain't nobody got time for that segment? We can't.
No.
Nope. I guess not. He just shut that down quick, didn't he? I didn't get out of my mouth. Ain't nobody got time for it. Ain't nobody got time.
Like, no.
Dang, we was a diss
the
diss session.
This is your show.
This
do anything you want to do. Except you can't use profanity.
Yeah, we can't be cursing, you guys. Make sure you don't do that. What was something else? Okay, so we're gonna do fan shout outs at the end of the show. Make sure you continue to spread the word. I'm gonna give a special shout out to Latrice Hardy because she watched the show and she been spreading the word about the show as well. And it's like 5-6 other people that I had like the stats and stuff like that, so we can do shout outs and things of that nature at the end. Just make sure if you really like them before. I'm trying to push this contest. Please put in a video. Don't be afraid. Like, we're not gonna put you on there if you sound a mess. Like, don't worry. We're not here to make fun of nobody. We're not here to, degrade anybody. So,
if you are scared and if you think that it's gonna get out, it won't. You can just take it down, and we will not circulate any images or any video. This is coming straight to the page. Review it.
If we like it,
we're gonna put you on.
Yeah, if we like it, we're gonna put you on. If we don't, we'll let you know we not interested. But we not about to be putting things. This ain't American Idol. We ain't about to be putting it on the phone and having people singing sounding like horses and shit, and things of that nature.
Do that. Don't actually. If you gotta be serious. Don't.
But don't be on here trying to be some tomfoolery because you're not gonna get on here. You're not. Because we ain't got that to do, the tomfoolery and all that other stuff. So. Bamboozling just cause you can't. So if you go ahead, like I said, my email and everything else is in that video. Go ahead and find the page, like us, and enter it. Because I think it's going to be a good contest. Like, to get people that can sing and rap in Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Okay. So, I think this is the last segment with Q.
Oh, yeah.
He has to go, so. Wait, you want to say bye to your viewers? Alright.
The quiet's still on W. No, it's fine.
It's still on WBOK.
I might
bringing the coolest hits.
Yeah.
WBOK. We was in harmony, hey? Okay. You gotta go. We got things to do. But we got that last half an hour, then we're going to have some more information and shout outs and things in there. So stay tuned in.
Yeah. Keep listening.
Alright.
It's a connection.
Jazzy J, Q.
And Oaks. But he ain't here.
He's here in spirit, though. I feel him in my spirit, y'all. Oaks ain't here today. It's been, but we ain't gonna be here Wednesday, so don't be sitting here. This is it. This is the final curtain call, y'all. Go. This is bye-bye for Q for a week. Q gonna be back next Monday. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is go into an artist that's supposed to be on a show. I'm trying to find it. Let's see if I have it. Okay, so Young Banks is going to be on the show. I'm going to play one of his songs right now so you guys can listen to it and then you can make a decision on whether you want to tune in or not. No, I was playing, but his music is good, so I'm going to play it real quick. And y'all just have a good night, and we'll be right back.
Right.
Nice. That was Young Banks, and those two of his songs. The first one was Beauty, and the second one is Going On. Like I said before, Q had to leave a little bit early. He came in, did a little bit of hot topic discussion with us. We got like a half an hour left in the show, so I'm just going to basically take this last half an hour and focus on the fan base, I guess, and what's going to be going on. Advertisement purposes wise, if you could go on Facebook, find my fan page, Jazzy J Jasmine Moore. If you like the page, we play all types of games. I do shout out games and stuff like that for people that listen and tune in, supporting the show. So, for instance, I go in there, I play the game called Name That Lyricist. And I pick different genres and different music, and I pick songs. And usually it's hip hop and R&B. And basically what I do is I put down several lines of the song, and what your job is to find out who the artist is and who does the song belong to and what's the name of the song and stuff like that. And whoever answers the question right gets to get a free shout out from Jazzy J. So like, make sure if y'all go there, I'm telling you, you're gonna be entertained and everything else. I'll be putting up the videos from the show up there and all that other stuff. And I've been trying to get into some different type of stuff, like making entertainment videos and stuff like that to make people laugh. Because I know that I did a little video, the little goofy video for the contest, and I think it was funny. I think people liked it. So I think I want to do those videos more often for y'all. It's just to entertain y'all more on days like this where it's like blah. Where it's like no one like really here. So I want to do that more often for y'all so y'all could be entertained and things of that nature. So I'm gonna, I'm pretty much here by myself tonight, but I'm gonna take the moment to get all the important things out the way since we won't be here Wednesday night. Now, next week Monday and Wednesday we'll have 2 guests coming through, hip hop artists coming through. Now what I'm trying to do is be diverse, and I want more artists to come through that's on the R&B tip, that's on maybe some rock music tip. Like, I want people that's singing, and do all types of entertainment, So even dance, I don't know. We can record it and put it on the internet, because, we do put this thing on YouTube. So if you have a different type of talent, you do rock music, you play the guitar, you do something musically inclined or dance or anything. Maybe if you got a book, shout out to the, people that's writing out there and things of that nature. I'm interested, so come on down. We're not afraid. We're not discriminating. There's all types of talents out there. If you got anything, you writing about something, you got poetry, you want to, as long as it's nice, something that I actually, and I think everybody else will want to enjoy, that's something that I want to rock with. I have to give a shout out to people that's been supporting me. I want to give a shout out to Jamal Gasol. I want to give a shout out to Jamal Gasol. He's a hip hop artist I've been working with lately and getting things and stuff like that in order. And honestly, I want to thank him for coming to our show and, helping each other build a platform, making a fan base and things of that nature. And I want to continue to do that with a different type of guests and stuff like that I'm going to have on the show. So if you guys like it, whatever you, like I said before, I want to have a fan mail section, but including that fan mail, any type of suggestions you have, something that you guys as fans or viewers desire for us to do on the show, tell us about it and we'll see if we can make that happen. Don't ask for nothing crazy like a stream. I ain't jumping off buildings and doing no stream stuff, you know what I'm saying? But something like a segment or something, that's conversation based, okay? If you want something like that going on, I can make that happen. We can make anything is possible. Like I said, I'm going to try to do another comedic skit, because the last video got a pretty good response, but I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. But if I do get it, it's going to be on this video today, so if that would be the case, I'll roll right into it after, near the end or whatever, maybe in the middle, who knows. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to play some more music, probably a couple of songs back to back, and then we're going to go through our last list of shout-outs and the last minute of information. Find me on Facebook. That's Jazzy J, quotation Jasmine Moore. And my email is jasm12346@yahoo.com for if you guys is interested for bookings, interested for anything else you need, bookings, hosting, and all that other good stuff. That's my email address. That's jasm12346@yahoo.com. And I'll be right back. Like I said before, I want to have the fan mail section, so please don't be afraid to go ahead and write us about certain things that's going on. Ask us questions. I'm not trying to be all up in your business. That's not the case. I'm not like, I'm just trying to have another segment for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to do that, you go ahead and find the fan page, Jazzy J, quotations Jasmine Moore, and you can just inbox us if you're interested in doing the contest. Like I said before, my email is m12346@yahoo.com, and you could go ahead and send me there, and you could add yourself onto the contest. It's like 9:55, so what I'm going to do right now is get in this order and do the last group of shout outs, and we can close up the shop today for the show. I might try to do a little skit. I don't know. I want to do another skit because that last video people thought was funny, but I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm probably going to work on that tonight, y'all, because I got like the entire week to do nothing, okay? I might hold off on this video till Wednesday to be a substitute. I think I might hold off on this video until Wednesday to be a substitute for y'all missing out on y'all life on Wednesday, because Wednesday's show would have been way better because Lawrence and everybody would have been here and things of the nature. But tonight's show was nice, I have a little rant, he cut me off a little bit, but it was okay. So let me go into this next round of shout outs real quick. I want to get my music back on music, okay? And this is for all people that's been supporting us, people that like the status and things of that nature. So let me get this started. And I'm going to go through all 6 people. Just, why not? Okay? So here we go. Okay, it is shout out time. We're wrapping up the show tonight. Yes. So all the fans out there supporting us. Let me just go ahead. I can't pass the mic around, but I'm going to go around and go down the list. One time for your mind with Jazzy J. Doc Ross. Doc Ross came on and liked the stat. He wanted a shout out, so that's what you get. You get a shout out. Thank you for tuning in and supporting. Make sure you guys go ahead and spread the word, share the stats and things of that nature. Get your friends tuned in so they can get a shout out too. And remember, we're not on next week. No, we're not on Wednesday. Excuse me. Next on the list, Joshua Johnson. You get a shout out. Thanks for supporting. That's all I want to say. Marcus Hamilton. I'm gonna say it like a basketball person, you know. Maybe I should practice that, you know, since they're going to be moving the radio station to the basketball game. You know. Marcus Hamilton, yeah. You get a shout out too. Thank you. You probably thought I forgot about you. That's from this weekend. You know, I had a little game going on, you know. They like it that, and I said, okay, so I'm going to do that for you. Next on the spot is our first contestant to enter the talent competition with the connection. It is Keyshia Pompey. Thank you very much for supporting, and hopefully we'll be having you on the radio sometime soon. Just keep on striving, keep working on those notes and things of that nature. It's really talented, you guys. Only I get to see it and hear it, but I know she can hit notes. It's very good. She's a very good singer. Next on the list, Ali Lynn. You know, she always be passing out around our stats and videos and things of that nature. So, of course you get a shout out because we support those that support us. I'm going to give a special shout out to my friend Keyshia. Go ahead, girl. She got a book coming out, you know, very deep. So, y'all got to stay tuned because we're going to get her on the show. You know what I'm saying? But I have to give her a shout out. Next, we have to do a shout out to Mr. Eric Glenn. Eric Glenn. You know, that's the guy singing on the bus. Don't be afraid. I'm here. See me? Come by. I don't know. I'm going to say hi like everybody else. You know, I'm a very friendly person. I'm really into talking to people. So if I see you, I'm going to be like, hey, what up? So let me wrap the show up, y'all. Make sure you guys stay blessed. Make sure you guys stay safe. Okay? And try to do something positive this Black History Month. You know, learn about your history. You know, don't be ignorant to things that's going on in the world. And continue to support our show, you know what I mean? Because that's what I do. I support everybody that's trying to do something with themselves. So try to do something with yourself so I can support you with my show. Have a blessed night. I'm out. I'm trying to get you guys hyped, okay? You know, the singing competition is really going to be going on. But here is a skit that I'm making. So, yeah, I'm going to get into my voice. Welcome to the talent competition for the connection on Hawk Radio with Jazzy J. Tune in and let's see what's going on. It's day 1 to 3. Let's get this started now. Audition day 1. Let's see who got the best singing voice in this competition. I'm ready to do this. It's day 3 of this competition, and I really don't know how longer I can actually do this. Like, seriously, like, I don't even understand how much longer I can actually be in this competition. Like, I put my heart and soul into this. And don't nobody appreciate it. Like, I'm the best. I'm the best. For real. And I just feel like no matter what I do for this talent competition, I'm never good enough. You know? And I really put all of my time and effort into this, and people are not understanding where I'm coming from. You know, I sing, I hit the high notes, I say, you know, but people don't want to hear anything I gotta say, you know. I gave my best audition. I gave my best audition, And they shut me down so quick. You know, I know the first week they said I was awesome, but now they don't like me. And I don't know why. I put everything into this competition. Man, Jazzy J. Man, if I had to talk to Jazzy J right now, I'd tell her to kiss my ass. I guess they told me I could kiss their ass. I just don't want to. And I'm not gonna lie and pretend that this is talent when it's not. That's just not me. Hopefully day 2 is better. Because day 1, this is not it. This is not it at all. I mean, when I seen the video, I thought she could have had it. But to hear her in person, y'all heard her. Come on. Ooh, I can't. Just get the camera out of my face, please, please. Yeah, it's day 1, I guess, of the auditions face to face with Jazzy J. You know, honestly, what I would say to the contestants is just try your best, do as much as you can. I mean, I didn't become this fabulous by absolutely doing nothing. You know, I mean, you know, I'm responsible for producing almost every track made in Buffalo. Twerk that thing, work that thing, everything, you know. So, like, when I get new auditions, you know, you have to be fire. We talk about legendary Motown status because that's what you're working with when you're working with somebody like me. So, I mean, this is day 1 of the competition, baby. And I don't know what I'm going to be in store for them, but I know for a fact that the people that I picked from the websites, they have something in there. And honestly, this will be my words to you. Stick to what you know, okay? And I'm not trying to insult you, but you can only be somewhat fabulous because you'll never be able to be like me. But anyways, so I'm gonna let you guys audition and do your thing. Take day 1. Yeah, I'm so exhausted. Okay, take the camera out my face, please. Why I think I should be the next superstar? Man. I've been through so much, you know. I done been through my cat running away from home, and I done been through my friends moving to different towns. I never learned how to cook. There's so many reasons why I deserve this spot on this show. Like, you know. I just really, you know, when I first sung my first song, you know, I knew that it was something special about me, you know, and I knew that I would connect with Jazzy J. And I seen this competition and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do this. And I did the video for the web, and lo and behold, I get the phone call. Ring! Hello. It was Jazzy J. And they said I was coming here for this audition. And I cannot blow this. Because I had to show her that I could really sing. You know? And I'm about to blow this out the water, y'all. I'm excited. I'm your biggest fan. I love you. I love you so much. You're so great. You're so grand. I just want to say it to the cameras right now, Jazzy J. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to impress you, okay? Alright. What's love? Well, let's see what this contestant has to offer. Here it goes. Okay, hey, oh my God, I cannot believe that it's you. Like, oh, it's like, yo, I'm just so happy that I'm finally here. Like, I honestly didn't think I would make it this far. Like, okay, like, you rock, you Jazzy J, like, you freaking rock, and I'm so excited about this competition. It's like, blowing my mind. Okay, so, you're gonna sing? Okay, oh, okay. Okay, so what I wanna sing, I'm gonna let you. You know, I'm just gonna do it, you know. Here I go. I'm nervous, so, and I'm a little sick. Okay? So you know. Just don't judge me, okay? Well, go ahead. I don't wanna go there. Alright. I don't wanna go there. about what's saying is true. A lot of people up on me, I don't even know what to do. Yeah, so I mixed up the lyrics, but you can hear in my tone that I'm serious about this show. So please don't judge me, 'cause I won't judge you. 'Cause it can get ugly before it gets beautiful. I may mess up a lyric, or maybe two, but I still belong in this competition for you. And that's real. Like, that's real. I'm nervous, but that's real. Oh, okay. I honestly, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. That had to have been one of the worst, your worst auditions you've done so far. I don't know why you're even, no, this isn't it, you know. I don't know if this is even a competition for you. Like, when I first saw you, it was a spark, and right now, I just don't see it. So you're gonna have to just prove me wrong. This is just not, I guess this isn't a platform for you. I don't know if I'm gonna be seeing you next week. You know, this is a talent competition. Which means you have to have talent. You know what I mean? I mean, you do got talent, but it's just not what I'm looking for this show. No, Jack, come on, you gotta give me a second chance. I can't, come on, you can't tell me that, I swear I could change. I swear, I could really sing. Wait, just let me get to the first one. I could hit the high note. Whatever note you want. Whatever you need. Okay, hold on, I could do this. I don't think this is hold on. I could get in a different key. I don't wanna go there. I don't wanna go. No. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't need to leave. To go. Oh, like, oh. There. No, you gotta go. Baby, I don't know. No. Please don't. Please. Just give me a second chance. Come on. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't want to go. Oh. You know what? You suck. And I don't even care about the show. I don't understand how you can judge. You know what? I don't even see how you can judge anybody when you can't sing yourself. And yeah, I said it. I don't care. Your show's whack and I quit. Like, you know, it's hard being Jazzy J. You know, a lot of people think I'm harsh. And I'm not being harsh. Like, I just feel that you had to have a spark to make it in the competition. Am I wrong? I mean, this girl just sung off key. You know what I'm saying? She's going in octaves that she shouldn't even be going in. And now I'm the bad person for, saying that she needs to be kicked out of the competition. She sucks. Okay, maybe that was a little harsh. She wasn't good. Is that better? Because honestly, I feel like this whole competition is going to shams. You know? It's like I'm trying to find the best singer. I'm trying to find the best rapper. Is that too much to ask? I put everything into it. You know what I mean? I get no sleep. I've been watching terrible videos all day. People singing off key, and then I get contestants like this chick that just won't give it up. It's like, come on. And I know they're probably talking about me, saying Jazzy J can kiss my ass or something like that probably. But truthfully, I don't care. Oof, I can't. Just get the camera out my face, please. Okay, on a real note, this is really a competition. This is a skit that I did to get you guys hyped about it. Please enter the competition for the viral competition I'm having. It's gonna be going on all this month. You got until the end. You got until the beginning of March. Excuse me. You got till the beginning of March to enter your contest. Okay, below right there is the name of my page, my fan page, and also my email address. Please email your videos to me. Tell your friends about this competition. It's going to be great. You know what I mean? This is a skit. You know, I'm nothing like this, you know. None of the videos that you post will be seen by anybody until you make it into the final round. So this is an opportunity for rappers and singers. So please tell people about the Connection show. You know, I'm going to be posting that video tomorrow, probably Wednesday night. I think Wednesday or Thursday night. And just make sure you guys try to be part of the competition for Hawk Radio Talent Competition, the Connections Talent Competition, okay? Thank you guys that's been supporting me. I love everybody that's been supporting us, and I keep the movement going. Please keep this movement going. Pass this video around. I hope I made y'all laugh a little bit. You know, I'm trying to get into this little skit thing. But like I said, right there is my name, my page, and also my email address. So if you can sing, if you can rap, and you need some exposure, like I said, the winner gets a full week of radio play. They get to come to the Connection and everything else. There's so much stuff that could be going on for you to get your career off track. So please enter to win.